Three things that you must have or fix if you want to start converting your social media followers into customers. And if you'd love to get the ebook, which I will be releasing very soon, about what the solutions are, and also get access to a free workshop, you hear me? A free workshop on how to get these things addressed, text WeMerge, that's WEMERGE, to 22828. So text the word WeMerge, all one word, to 22828. That's going to let me know who to send the ebook out to, as well as the free offer to join me for a workshop. So recently, last week, I attended a training with Dr. Myron Golden, and it was about how to make more offers in your business. Now, I originally saw Dr. Golden on an episode of the podcast Sleep is for Suckers. This is going to be one of the points that I point out to you about how you turn social media followers into customers, because the exact thing that I'm going to be telling you is exactly what we often talk about. But now, like, I have a level of clarity because of the training that I went through on how to put these things together in a better way and how to communicate to you better. I felt like I wasn't doing the best job communicating with you how all these things work. And this is why I'm going to have the free workshop showing people what this looks like in the real world and how you can go about getting it implemented for yourself. So let's talk about the first thing that you have to fix and that you must have in place. And that is going to be compelling content. How do we know that compelling content works? Let's go back to my story. So here I am on YouTube, like usual, watching podcasts, watching interviews, just seeing what I can learn, how I can improve my business and how I can improve myself as an entrepreneur. And I come across this podcast interview with Myron Golden. I go ahead, watch the interview. It's probably been one of the best interviews I've watched in a very, very long time. I'll make sure that I share that link with you if you want to check it out. But I watched that interview, which then sent me on a hunt to find all the other content that he had available so that I can figure out, like, what else is he talking about? He was just so spot on. There were so many things that were said that just hit like a rock that I'm just like, I could do better. I know I can do better. I have the skill set. Not only can I do better for myself, but I can also do better for a lot of people that I'm working with. So because he had compelling content that caught my attention, sent me on this rampage to find whatever it is I can find to learn some more, he won me over. If he did not have that compelling content, guess what? I never would have gone to the next step, which was to go ahead and then become a customer. So that is one of the key things that you must have in place. We have the social media power packs to assist you. They are not the solution. They're there to assist you with creating compelling content. And once you have that compelling content, you have a message that's going to resonate with the people that you need to talk to. Then you have the ability to go over to the next part. Now, just imagine if Myron Golden did not have a social media sales funnel. I found his compelling content. I then went on a search to figure out, how do I go about working with him, learning from him? What books does he have? How do I go about doing this? That led me over to then his social media sales funnel, which is number 2. You always see these videos and you see people talk about click the link in the bio, put the link in the bio, go to this website. Even today, I asked you, if you want to know what the secrets are, text WeMerge to 22828 and I'll get you the ebook and I'll get you an invite over to my free workshop on how to use these 3 things. So that is the beginning of a social media funnel. First, you need to have that compelling content to be able to attract people who are interested in what it is you have to offer. But the next step is that you need to have a system in place in order to be able to bring them into the front door of your business. See, a lot of us think because we work online or because we don't have a front door to our store that, we don't have to have that same experience with our customers. If a customer walks into the front door of a business, they're judging right away from the outside of the building. What happens when they walk in the door? Who's greeting them? How are they being greeted? Like, all of that stuff plays a part on whether I'm going to stay in your store long enough in order to buy something and find something that I like. So I need you to think about your social media profiles and platforms the same way. This is your digital front door. This is your opportunity to set the stage for people to be able to decide, is this somebody that I want to do business with? By having that compelling content that your social media followers are going to find compelling, because you're saying things that works for them, things that they need, stories that they're already have in their head that they're struggling with that you have a solution for, you then have a better chance of converting them over to customers. Not only do you need to have the social media sales funnel in place, but you also need to have some, number 3, digital marketing automation. Talked about this all throughout the year. I'm always talking about this, but I know that I need to do better about showing all of you how all 3 of these things work together. And this is the purpose behind the workshop. So again, if you want the ebook and you want access to the workshop, text WeMerge to 22828. That'll let me know who needs this information and who wants to start turning more of their social media likes and followers into customers. That's what we're going to be focusing on for the month of September. Yeah, you're still going to need a power pack. Yeah, you're still going to need to do some videos, but we need to make all 3 of these things work together because so many people are just doing pieces of the puzzle and not realizing how all 3 of them come together. So in that free workshop, I'm going to exactly talk about how all 3 of those come together. For anybody who wants to go to the next level and get some more instruction, September 20th, we're kicking off a whole week, Monday through Friday, where we're going to be offering training. So if the information in the ebook or the information in the free workshop that you attend is like, yeah, I need to do this, but I really don't know how to take this and do this on my own, that's going to be what's there for you. But this all starts with texting WeMerge to 22828. So now let's talk about what the lies are. You know, I immediately gave you the solutions. These are the 3 things that you need to have in place. But what are some of the lies that we have heard? And even I have done and fallen into the trap of not thinking about how are these things going to equate to the 3 things that we talked about. One of them, you always hear, post 3-4 times a day. Put whatever number you want in there. Post at this time and that time and that time. Make sure that you're posting consistently. Consistency is key, platforms like that. But if you're doing all of these things and you don't have the social media sales funnel, you don't have compelling content that's connecting with the people that need your help, so they don't really know that you even exist. You're not discoverable because you don't have that content. You're not delivering the right message to let them know that you have the solution. If you don't have that and you don't have the digital marketing automation to then collect that contact information, put them into your database, then be able to automatically send out the follow-up offers that you have. So in the workshop that we're going to kick off on the 20th, this is going to be a challenge. I'm calling it the Social Media Sales Funnel Challenge. And I'm going to help whoever joins that through that week know exactly what it is they need. What tools do they need? What do they have to have in place? We're going to talk about how to have your lead generator. We're going to talk about what platforms are available for your automation. I have my favorite, and I'll show you how that works. But when you have these things in place, it allows you to be more focused on what it is you even started your business for in the first place. A lot of you, none of you, most likely did not start your business to become a marketing expert. And you don't have to be. If you get these things in place and you put these things on autopilot and you have your content there, you're good. You're good to go for a good while. One of the most powerful pieces of content that you have is your education, and the education that you can use to then educate people who you want to be your customers, because that's what works on me. When I think about the people that I discovered through their content, and I think about what prompted me to go to that next step to buy what they have to offer, is because they showed me that they had something that I could use to improve my business and improve myself. Their content convinced me that that's what I needed to do. And education, providing people with value, a lot of time as coaches and consultants, we want to hold on to all this stuff and think like, I'm not giving it up until people pay me. Guess what? Nobody's going to pay you until they know what you're talking about, until you can prove that you have the information that they need. So we have to become better storytellers if we want to be able to start turning those followers into customers, because likes and follows don't pay bills, and they don't pay mortgages, and they don't pay car payments. But when you have the right system in place, you can get this stuff here. Oftentimes people get distracted because when you're building the system, there is no money involved. You don't get paid to build it, but the reward comes from once the system is built. You have the system in place that's going to be able to continue to create money for you forever. I am out before my cover gets blown. Thank you all for tuning in today. And if you got questions, just let me know. Leave them in the comments. Be more than happy to come back and answer them later. Okay.